Cash is so critical for your business, no matter what business you have or where you're operating. It is literally the lifeblood of profitability. So what we're going to do in this section is we're going to talk about why cash is so important, how you manage it, and then we'll talk about some best practices and also some pitfalls to avoid. And it's time that we're done this section, you'll have a much better idea of how you can start thinking about and managing your cash accurately and consistently. And that's just going to help get you to where you need to be so much faster. And pain-free, hopefully. So let's dive into it. Managing cash flow effectively is crucial for the survival and growth of any business. Cash flow, simply put, is the movement of funds in and out of your business. It covers everything from receiving payments for products or services to paying your bills and employees. Proper cash flow management ensures that a business has enough cash to meet its obligations while identifying potential shortfalls or surpluses. So, if we're going to project our cash flow, we have to be able to look ahead. And that's what we want to do here. You don't want to be surprised by the day-to-day. You want to have at least a week out, several weeks, a couple months type of view of, okay, what is the cash picture? Do we have enough? Do we need more? Are we break even? If you don't have some sort of analytics process in place, you're going to be guessing. That's the worst place to be as far as cash comes. So to project your cash flow cycle, you're going to do the following. First, you want to understand your cash cycle. Understand and identify how long it takes for your business to convert purchases into cash from sales. This cycle affects your cash flow projection accuracy. 2, create a cash flow forecast. Here you can use professionals to help you out. And you want to use historical data and future projections to predict your cash flows and outflows over a specific period. You want to regularly update your forecast based on actual performance and changes in your business environment. Next, you want to regularly monitor. Here you compare your actual cash flows against your forecast to identify discrepancies, understand the causes, and adjust your strategies accordingly. So first thing you want to do is be able to understand, then you want to create a forecast, and then you compare your actuals to your forecast and keep adjusting your forecast as you progress. That is really one of the best ways to get started. Next, we're going to talk about the cash reserve and why that's important to have. So you want to build an emergency fund, and that is going to be where you aim to save enough cash to cover several months of operating expenses. So this will act as a buffer against unexpected cash shortfalls, which there always are. Here, you also want to be able to be careful to plan for business seasonality. If your business is seasonal, you want to build cash reserves during peak periods to cover expenses during off-peak times. In my business and accounting firm, the tax season is usually the heaviest cash, and then Q4 is the slowest, so we got to be aware of that and plan for it. Okay, so now we understand cash. How do we get better at managing it? The first thing we want to talk about is accelerating cash inflows. More cash coming to the business, always a good thing. So here, you want to invoice promptly. Send invoices when goods or services are delivered. Delayed invoicing can lead to delayed payments. 2, offer multiple payment methods. Make it easy for customers to pay by accepting various payment methods, including online payments. 3rd, encourage early payments. Offer discounts or incentives for early payment to encourage customers to pay sooner. And 4, you want to manage customer credit effectively. Conduct credit checks on new credit customers and establish clear credit terms to minimize the risk of late or no payment. Managing outflows. So your business has to spend money to make money, but you can do it in a smart way, and that's what we're going to talk about here. So you want to schedule payments wisely. Take advantage of payment terms by scheduling payments closer to the due date, but you want to be careful to avoid late payments that can incur fees and penalties. You want to negotiate with your suppliers. Work with your suppliers to extend payment terms or negotiate discounts for early payments. Prioritize payments. Pay the most critical bills first, especially those necessary for keeping the business running. Okay, now let's talk about the cash flow pitfalls and how we avoid and manage these. So when you have a large expense, you want to anticipate and plan for it. Set aside funds for significant upcoming expenses such as tax payments or equipment purchases well in advance. Second, you want to reduce expenses. Regularly review and cut unnecessary expenses to improve cash flow. Third, improve inventory management. Excess inventory ties up cash, So what you want to do is implement inventory management practices to align inventory levels closely with sales. And number 4, use financing wisely. Short-term financing options like lines of credit can help cover gaps, but you want to be cautious of the cost and don't rely on debt to solve cash flow problems. If your business is constantly short on cash and needing more credit, not a good sign. So you want to be able to understand that and fix it for good. Okay, so let's talk more about how do we improve our invoicing and collections process, because that's so critical. If you can, you want to use a cloud-based invoicing software or solution, and these allow you to automate your invoicing and your follow-ups to save time and reduce errors. They allow you to set clear payment terms. Here you want to communicate payment terms upfront on each invoice with your customers. And you also want to follow up on any late payments. And you want to be able to create and implement a systematic process for following up on overdue invoices with your customers. So each customer is going to be different. So whether you have to call, text, email, you want to make sure you get paid. The worst thing you can do is do all your hard work, get it over the line, get them invoiced, but just have something fall through the cracks and you don't get the cash that you deserve. When you manage your cash flow effectively through all the methods that we've discussed here today, you're going to find that you need to be careful about planning, monitoring, and adjusting. When you understand and apply these strategies, small business owners can navigate cash flow management challenges and ensure their business remains solvent and very profitable. So that's the key. If you want a strong, healthy business, you need strong, healthy cash flows.